What skills does a passenger need if your boat operator becomes incapacitated? Spouses and children old enough to learn should know about handling an onboard emergency, calling for help, stopping, starting, and running the engine, steering the boat, and knowing rules of the road to return to port. Family members who are regular passengers should have a basic understanding of the navigation rules, and one or more should become certified to administer CPR. But what about infrequent passengers who may be new to boating?
Learn where onboard safety equipment is located and how to use it. First aid kit, flares, whistles, distress flags, horns, and fire extinguishers. If life jackets are not already donned when the incident occurs, put them on. Stay calm and assess the situation to determine if you'll need outside assistance.
If the operator falls overboard, act at once. Call out "person overboard" and assign a spotter to point at the victim, and never let the person out of sight. A person left on board will need to know how to reset the engine cutoff switch, or ECOS, and start the engine. Throw the victim a flotation device, turn the boat around, and carefully pull alongside the victim, approaching from downwind. Stop the engine. Pull the victim on board, keeping weight in the boat balanced. Treat for hypothermia and shock. If reboarding is not possible, secure the victim to the hull away from the propeller with a line.
No marine first aid to stabilize an ill or injured operator. An injury that requires stitches or involves breathing difficulties, loss of consciousness, carbon monoxide poisoning, reactions to medication, excessive exposure to sun, heat, or cold is more than first aid. Seek medical assistance and alert nearby vessels of your emergency.
A Marine VHF radio enables communication with boats a distance away, the Coast Guard, and local law enforcement. It should be on monitoring emergency channel 16. Mayday may only be used for the most severe emergencies, where there's immediate danger to life or property, such as sinking, severely injured person, or fire on board. To call for other assistance, hail the party you want to reach on channel 16 and then change to a working channel they choose, like 68 or 71, to exchange messages. To request help, find your latitude and longitude on your boat's GPS, or locate a prominent nearby shore feature or buoy from which you can state your distance and direction. Describe your boat length, color, and condition, how many people are on board, and whether the operator is ill or injured. Mention your novice skill level and that you'll need assistance returning to port. For longer conversations, consider switching from the radio to mobile phone and call 911 in an emergency.
The helm is the driver's seat from which to control your boat using a wheel or tiller for steering. To stop a powerboat, decelerate slowly to avoid swamping. On a sailboat, turn into the wind, let the sails luff, and then drop them. Secure the boom, keeping the lines out of the water. Start the engine at once to maintain control. For all boats, easing into reverse can help stop the boat. Always do so in a controlled manner. Learn how to use the engine cutoff switch.
Instruments, controls, and starters, keys, push buttons, or pull cords vary from boat to boat. Before starting the engine, make sure there's no obstruction and pull the throttle to neutral. Before starting an inboard gas engine, run the blower for 5 minutes to evacuate fumes. Learn how to choke the engine if needed for a cold start. If there's more than one engine, start them one at a time. Throttle up slowly to avoid causing injury or swamping the boat.
When you turn a wheel like a car, a boat turns in the same direction. When you move a tiller, a boat turns in the opposite direction. Make directional changes gradually unless forced into a sudden turn by an emergency. Wind and current affect the track of a boat. Check your position frequently and adjust your course. In bad weather, slow down and secure hatches and portholes. If waves are large, steer at 45 degrees to the waves to avoid swamping. Tide can slow or speed up your approach to shore.
Keep clear of boats approaching from your right or starboard, and when overtaking another boat. Stay out of the way of large commercial vessels. Keep clear of sailboats under sail. If you know how, use the GPS, a chart, or compass to be able to report the relative direction you're traveling and to steer a given compass heading.
As you approach shore, prepare to dock without causing damage and preventing further injury. Adjust to the wind, current, and tide. Hang fenders from the side on which you'll be docking. Attach lines on bow and stern cleats outside the lifelines, and coil them to be thrown. Seek help from people on the dock. Proceed as slowly as you can. Ease into reverse and put the engine in neutral to stop forward motion. Don't try to stop the boat using arms or legs.
Boating can be among the most enjoyable of recreational activities. Increase your confidence and that of your boat operator and fellow passengers by learning to be a partner in command.